Hey there, and thanks for watching. Welcome to today's Saturday Side Hustle for Saturday, March 2nd. So I am excited to get into it and share some business numbers with you for this teeny tiny side hustle that I am working on growing. So let me get into it. Here I have my notes. And this is where we netted out for February. I ended up with 462 listings, $1,012 in sales, and about $500 in net income after fees and shipping. So that's fees for eBay and PayPal. So I only have an eBay account at the moment. And it was cool that I hit $1,012 in sales because it was like literally on the night of the 27th, I had like 998 or whatever. And then I sold something for 20 bucks. I took a best offer and I was like, yes, I made it over the $1,000 mark for February. So that's really exciting. Previously, I had not put in much effort at all. And I was at about maybe $300 or $400 in sales. And by, I would say, putting in approximately 3 to 4 additional hours per week. Sometimes I would work the entire Saturday. Like last Saturday, I worked 8 full hours. Well, I'm going to say 5 full hours on the business. I've been able to just about double that with relatively little effort, like side hustle level effort. So I say all this to say that I really want to be conscious of the time that I'm putting into this so I can get the most out of it. So that is my little side hustle at present. So I netted about 500 after fees and shipping. And I want to talk about what I'm doing to grow my business in the future. Because it's a lot of like mental work to think about, because even though it's not a lot of hours, I'm like thinking about it continually, like how can I grow? And the thing is, I want to try new things, and that's kind of what's helping, and that's where I'm getting the energy and the motivation to keep moving, is that I'm trying new things, because I want to do things that I've never done before in order to get results that I've never gotten before. So these are the 3 things that I'm planning on doing for the month of March in order to grow my sales and work towards growth. And those 3 things are, I'm going to look into wholesale orders, which I've mentioned before. Number 2, I'm going to just keep being consistent. And number 3, I'm going to network and make connections with both suppliers and other business owners so I can learn from them and we can kind of help and encourage each other. So to go into each of these sort of items. So last month, February, I really got on it to get my certificate of formation, my employer identification number, in order to be able to generate a resale certificate. So that was my big accomplishment for the month of February. I actually just got the documents from the state in the mail today with my business name on them, which was very exciting because that will allow me to really take this, I want to say take it to the next level, meaning I will be able to source inventory easier, to just be able to generate ultimately more profit. So that's the goal from the wholesale standpoint. I'm kind of like looking at a couple sites. I wanted to stay for now close to restricted suppliers that are in the area where I am, so I could, if I needed to, physically drive to the location, either pick up the item or inspect the item and sort of see what's going on there, because I don't want to be in the position where things aren't as you had expected them. So I want to really be able to have a physical presence. So that is my focus right now for inventory, and I'm kind of like staking out a couple sites and lots right now. So I will update on that. I have one that I'm hoping to pull the trigger on purchasing soon, because my strategy was to take that net income, use 30% of it as retained, and put that into purchasing new inventory that would be easier to sell for less effort. So that is the wholesale strategy right now. And what this meant for me was, as I mentioned before, my whole purpose with this side hustle is to be able to get out of debt quickly this year. I have $14,000 worth of debt. And basically the only way I'm going to be able to affect that is by my side hustle. So in the month of February, I took like maybe 60 bucks and I put 75% towards paying off debt, and then 20% or 25% towards savings, because I also want to be able to build up a healthy cushion of savings so that I'm not in the position where I'm out of debt but I have no savings. Because that would be silly, because my debt right now is at like 2% interest rate. So that's where that goes. I want to be out of debt, but I also want to be secure. So what that meant is, rather than putting a whole lot towards getting out of debt, I saved some money to reinvest in the business to keep it growing. So that's on the wholesale front. Number two, consistency. And this has been the number one most important thing that I've seen, especially in eBay, is it rewards consistency. Just list every day. And for me, I have a list of items, and I'm just listing 5 items every day. You can draft them ahead of time. I just haven't had the time to sit down and draft all the items, so it ends up where I'm like at 12 o'clock at night, like trying to draft my 5 items. And that's just what I'm doing right now, because there's a lot going on. At present, I'm working a full-time job. I have other side gigs going on. But I have to get it done because this is important to me, and I made a commitment to this business and to helping it grow. So that is consistency, and I cannot stress that enough. And number 3 is networking, and this has kind of been the most exciting and challenging portion, because it can be tough to watch other people. I'm very much an introvert. I get my energy from within. I recharge by being alone, and that's how I like to make my decisions and kind of regroup, and that's what I do. So it doesn't come naturally to me to reach out to other people and to talk to other people, although I do enjoy doing that, and I enjoy being part of a community and sort of contributing in that way. So that's what I've been trying to do more. I've been trying to watch other people's channels. One that I've really been loving lately is Chris Lynn's channel, Daily Refinement, and I will leave a link to that below because I love his work and what he's doing. I started watching him way back in the 10K on the Bay days when that was his channel name. And he just put some really remarkable systems in place, and I really respect and admire what he's doing right now. And I aim to copy that, and I aim to be a successful person in that vein, because he's talked about how he wants to be successful and surround himself with successful people. And I'm like, absolutely, that's absolutely the goal, to be able to help other people as well. So he's somebody that I really enjoyed learning from lately as well. And also going to like physical locations and networking is going to be part of my strategy as well also. So that's what I'm doing. Those are the 3 strategies that I'm employing lately. This day, lately, so full stop. Those are my strategies. And then here's sort of the rest of the backstory on where I am personally and growing my business. It's been a little bit rocky in terms of like full-time day job employment, both for me and my mom, who I share the house with. However, I'm using that as energy and encouragement rather than something that's going to get me down, because life just happens. Life happens all the time, and it's about rolling with it and moving forward in spite of or because of life. So that's where that is. I've been feeling tired, and that's just people, you feel tired. That just comes up naturally. But here is the challenge that I have made to myself as well. So I was thinking about this, and I noticed, kind of looking back in my own history, I've been on YouTube since 2015, and I've made videos kind of on and off for the past 4 years. I have yet to put in a full year of solid, consistent effort, and that is my challenge. I am saying to myself, for the next year, I'm going to check in every single week. Every Saturday, I'm going to check in, because that's kind of how my schedule started. I uploaded my first video on a Saturday, and I like this idea of a side hustle Saturday, because I think it's really important to have things that you're passionate about and that you can grow sort of for yourself. So for the next Saturdays, for all of the Saturdays in 2019, unless something catastrophic happens, and I will post about that, I make a commitment to check in and to say that this is a commitment that I'm making to myself and to my future. I'm working in the present to make a better future. And we'll see where that goes. So that is my side hustle commitment to you and to myself, to see where it goes. I feel like my whole life is kind of one giant experiment, and we see what happens. I've tried out my my hypothesis, and my life is the result. So some things I would highly recommend, and other things not so much. But it's just kind of rolling with it. On the whole, I would say that this is probably one of the most, it's a ride, it's a journey, and I trust that if you invest in the right things and you follow the right processes, that the results will follow. So that is my theory, my hypothesis, and my challenge. And I thank you again for watching if you've made it this far. And I commit to keeping you updated on my journey, because I aim to be something that people can emulate. I aim to be somebody and to have something that people can aspire to, can look up to, because I have always felt like there was not a dearth of role models, because there are so many great role models all over the place, both men and women, but really, there's no one doing exactly what I want to do. Like, there's some people that are doing some of the things that I want to do, with some of the lifestyle, I guess, lifestyle that I want to aspire to. But that is my goal, is to make a path that people can follow. So that's where it is on this Saturday. Thank you again for watching, and I hope that you'll keep watching. Bye.